You know what? We're still doing just fine for ourselves. Head injury aside. Matter of fact, head injury? What head injury? I'm actually kind of impressed that it healed so quickly. Bit of a different type of episode today for Wilderness Survival, as I simply have some things I want to go over. So, we're doing good. As far as survival goes, I think that's pretty not, it's pretty undisputable. However, it's at this point where the goal I have goes from can we survive to can we thrive. To that end, I did have questions. These are going to be questions for the comments section while I just work on things like reading all the farming books we've picked up in the recent episode and getting some plants in the ground. Question number 1. Where is the best place to attempt to look for blacksmithing manuals? Keep in mind, we are here just on the outskirts of Darkwalla Lake. Like literally on this little pond specifically. And while I'm sure we could go looking for regular houses, that just doesn't strike me as a very productive use of our time. I'm gonna throw some firewood in there. But yeah, so where would be the best place to look for either blacksmithing manuals or just generally skill books? Is going door to door worth it? Because I could do that. That would help level our carving, our carpentry, our maintenance, knapping, our masonry, all of that. That would help. Question number 2. What kind of projects would you all like to see me, as the caveman, take on? Should we attempt to build a house entirely from scratch? Should we just keep reinforcing our little camp here? Should we go get animals? Should we learn how to hunt? I'm curious what you'd all like to see. Personally speaking, I think it'd be cool if we reinforced our camp, but kept it, as a camp rather than going full cabin mode. Because honestly, living out here purely in the wilderness like this, I feel like it's part of the appeal, And as we are halfway through the 30 days that I have set for how I wanted to play this, I feel like now is an appropriate time to ask that question. What do you think should be Caveman's end goal? Maybe we could simply get a bunch of fitness and strength and eventually take on civilization. That would be really cool. We can make spears now. So we could pretty easily, with enough time and enough spears, I feel like, we could take on a proper town, like a settlement. As far as settlements go, if that's what we decide to do, which one should we go to? As the crow flies, we are closest to March Ridge, I believe. But that said, March Ridge is kind of scary. I'm not entirely convinced I want to go there. Yeah, as the crow flies, I believe March Ridge is the closest settlement we are to. We're not too far from Rosewood. That's likely to be easier. There are plenty of farms along the way, and I feel like farms are just our best bet as far as actually learning how to work with crops. But speaking of, let's look at our discovered recipes for a moment. Yeah. Agriculture. Is there anything else we can plant in July? I already planted broccoli. Carrots! We have carrots. No. No, we do not. That sucks. Oh, we have some poppy pods we need to get rid of. We do have carrots. We have wild carrot seeds. Okay. We could plant carrots. We could plant sweet potatoes. Okay. Carrots, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. Sounds delicious. Oof. You know, we should learn how to make a composter at some point, yeah? Because the pile of broken dreams and rotten plants, that is starting to get the sight for sore eyes. So maybe at some point we should consider getting rid of that. Alright, put out the campfire. Put out the campfire. Still never figured out who Hank is. Who is Hank? Is it Hank Schrader? Is it ASAC Schrader? I don't know. But I do know we're going to put the other crops over across the river a little. Where's our trowel? There's our trowel. Grab our trowel. Okay. Carrot seeds. Sweet potato seeds. And now we should be able to put we should be able to put seeds in a seed packet. I guess maybe we need to find a proper like surface to do that. But okay. Now, someone in the comments made the claim that if I'd put crops up next to the water, that they will remain warm. I don't believe you, but I'm willing to try that out. So let's try doing that with some carrots. Water level parched. Okay, so if that comment is true, that should eventually just sort itself out. Allegedly. You know, knowing this game, I am very, very surprised that us sowing these crops like that. Now, it is a different sprite, putting them up against the water. They're still parched. Okay. Yeah, I'm not convinced that is real information. Like, I believe that person in the comment. They've left several helpful comments before. But I'm not desperately convinced. Like, maybe it is a mechanic that is currently broken. This game, that wouldn't shock me. We get any worms? Yes, we did. Awesome. So let's put our sweet potatoes in. So if all of these actually take, This is a decent little farm we've got growing here. Grow carrots, sweet potatoes, broccoli. I betcha there's more stuff we could plant in August if we really wanted to. I'm going to put the notched point down there. Add the worm as bait to our fishing rod. There we go. Put our troll back down. Equip the watering can. How is our crops doing? Says that they are all well watered. Okay. Yeah, I figured, but I just wanted to confirm on that one. Alright, so let's go around. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the best goal, long term, would be reinforcing the camp. Really building that up, maybe getting a better tent, set up the lean-to shelter, making some actual proper walls. Be good. Alright, well watered. Fill our water can. Oh my god, are you about done? Yeah, okay. Water. Water. And there we are. Look at us. Caveman. He's a farmer. I am actually, though, genuinely a little impressed by how much infrastructure, farming-wise, we've been able to get set up here. Like, I did not figure we'd be able to make a proper little farm out of this. And now, yes, it's objectively true that we're probably not doing great at it, given we have absolutely no agricultural skill. And it's only changed when you harvest the crops, which would be like months from now. But still, damn it, I'm impressed we've gotten this far. Put our water down near Hank. Delicious, salty, river water. Oh, we do still have a crude stomach. Okay. We can make at least 2 more. I am going to opt to do that. I'm going to opt to do it specifically on one of these big trees. Now, the same person in the comments told me that manual chopping trees is still a thing in Build 42. So, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this actually getting us, like, XP for our axe skill? A little bit. Okay. You know what? Just so we can more easily keep track of the condition of our axe, I'm going to actually opt to use the manual targeting mode here. Hey, hey. All right. The second we get the worn status on our head, we're gonna dismantle this. Ah! Darn it, I was not quite fast enough. We lost it. We lost it. All right, unequip. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. Make a... Can we not make a crude stone axe? Oh, right. We probably need to unbundle our rags first. Yep, that's exactly what it was. All right. All right. Make our axe. You know what? Make another one. Let's use up all of our flint. This helps get us maintenance XP. Ever so slowly. They're trickling up there. Okay. Now, whip in both hands. And let's finish off our lumberjacking journey. Okay. Come on. There we go. Another sapling. More tree branches. We actually did need those. I'm gonna actually take those right now. Tree branches, twigs. Okay. We actually legitimately did need the tree branches, so this is good. Yeah, yeah, back up to 12 of them. Okay, excellent. I guess put in as many twigs as we can handle. Oh, this should get us straight to 8 hours. Or not. Alright. A little upsetting, and I'm going to lie to you all. Okay. Grab the large branch and the wood splinters. We can actually use the branches to chop up into more firewood. We can carve a plank. You know what? Firewood. Firewood, the large branches don't have a whole lot of other use for us. There we go. Okay, we have gotten plenty of wood splinters. Grab the saplings. Let us carve a couple of long sticks. But first, let us assemble a... Yeah, let's assemble the crude knife. We have 3 stone blades. Okay. Okay. Assemble some more stone knives. And like, yeah, no, this is just helping out our maintenance scout. Not helping our napping skill, but that's what the hammer is for. Okay. Let's assemble our third and final knife. Okay. Put our knives on the table. Oh, oh God. Are we just losing items? Yeah, we are actually, because there were some like rags and oh, okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. Thank you. Now, we carved this into long sticks and then into spears. I believe it's worth more XP. Yeah. Yeah, we carved this into long sticks and then spears. It is actually worth more XP. I mean, I'll see what else we could theoretically craft. Okay. We make 8 small handles. That would be a lot of carving XP. But let's make some spears. So that we can fire harden them. And then, I think we're ready. I think next episode we will be ready to go out into civilization. That's very scary for this character, I know. But with enough fire hardened spears, I feel like it's possible. Alright. Fishing rod back down. Put an axe down. Put our second axe down. One day I need to figure out how the advanced 3D placement works. Because, man, it would be so cool to actually be able to put, like, a spear or an axe leaning against the bookshelf. Alright. Grab 1. Grab 2. Let's get that fire lit. Alright. Light the fire. And now, yes, we can fire harden the spear. I was so surprised that our knife finally gave out that it caused me to sneeze. Yeah, no, it is a good thing we decided to make those extra knives, huh? Let's grab one. Put our second fire hardened spear in our bag. Put the branch there. Put the notched plank in the pile of the firewood. And let's fire harden our second spear. Ooh, that's extra carving XP. We're nearly at carving level 3. Okay. We have made fire-hardened spears. Go ahead and get a good shot at caveman with a spear in hand. There we go. See you all in the next one.